I'm just shooting at a different angle for no reason. I might make this my movie review corner. But yeah, let's talk about this film, Frankenweenie. Yeah, it's a movie. Must have fallen off my bed. Give me a moment. I want to make this intro as weird and as unnecessarily long as possible, so I hope that weirded you out. How y'all doing? It's the Halloween season. Coming up pretty much. So we are going to be talking about some of my favorite movies to watch around this time. Like, I'm going to be talking about this one soon. Maybe not now, but, you know, this one. You know, I gotta rewatch this one because I always do. Where are we going here? I've seen Ghostbusters 2, but I'm actually seeing Ghostbusters 1 the whole way through, so that's happening. And these babies, my babies, ooh, the Critters movie. So, some of these you may have heard of before, maybe you haven't, but these are some of the movies that I really like to watch around the Halloween season. And you saw my Disney Movie Awards haul, that's where this one came in, and I'd seen this movie before. I saw it actually the weekend it came out in theaters, loved the movie. Grew out of the movie a little bit. I went through a huge, like, oh my gosh, Tim Burton. It's all because of a certain drug addiction movie here. I call it that because it got me addicted. It's like a gateway drug. You know, I watch Nightmare for Christmas and I have to watch every Burton film on the planet. And then I have this problem. I have this problem. For some reason that disc was not popping out there. I don't know what's going on there. But yeah, I went through a huge Burton phase, really liked him. And this is probably the one I heard the least people talk about. And it came out, I believe, this week before the week after Hotel Transylvania. And I think this film was kind of knocked down by that film. Which is a shame, because Hotel Transylvania is garbage. Fight me on that. And I like Genndy Tartakovsky, but he... sorry if I pronounce his name wrong, but he's amazing at what he does. But you could tell he's not making those movies because he wants to. He keeps saying it. So, you know, I'm a big fan of this movie. And I watched the original, well, at least I attempted to. I hadn't seen the original short in, like, years, which actually it's on this Blu-ray. And so basically, I think it was one of his earlier projects. He made it as, like, a short film for Disney. And it's quite bad. I mean, watching it now, it's like, I didn't watch the whole thing, but, because it was so unbelievably uninvesting, because everything moves really quickly. There's no point to it. I get it's a short film, but still, it's like, golly, slow down for a minute. And then there's no connection between this kid and this dog at all. You don't feel like, oh, it's just a bunch of fake scenes. I love my dog. And then the dog dies within the first, like, 4 minutes. Not even. It's so garbage, and if you can tell, I'm sick, so that's what the voice is for. Why do I keep saying, yeah, I don't know. But I'm a big, wow, I said it again. But now, anyways, the film is quite good. I would say this version, this is a reboot. Yeah, a Disney reboot that's actually good. I know, what dimension are we living in? And it's actually animated and not live action, and it's actually improved upon. Shade. So this film, like, this has a lot of great, like, classic horror movie homages. You can tell that, like, Burton was very influenced by classic horror movies. Victor's films are kind of inspired by those. Old monster movies. Some of the creatures that they bring back from the dead, because that's not a spoiler, that's just what this movie's about. And they're like the sea monkeys are like gremlins, the Godzilla, the ones like Godzilla, there's, you know, stuff like that, different horror homages. And it's a different story too in its own right. This is a more fleshed out version than the short. It's not like it's just the short, but longer, which it kind of is, but it's a lot better. It's improved upon because it's animated. This is actually kind of shot and moves like a live action film, but it's not, and it's quite good for that reason. I don't think any of this would look as good as it does here. And it is one of Burton's better films over the last few years. Like, some people say, like, this movie is like his best film in years. Like, come on, they didn't see this movie. They didn't see this one. I know this isn't that bad though. I'm gonna talk about this one, but still. So, you know, it's a good film, and it's well written, but I mean, there's quite, I like some of the messages about science, which I'm not going to go into because it's kind of a spoiler, but there's certain themes. But I'm going to spoiler now. The ending is garbage. So the whole movie, like, Sparky is brought back, gets hit by a car and is brought back from the dead. And there's a part where the parents discover that he's alive because Victor brought him back from the dead. That's kind of what this movie is about. What the heck is Ripley doing over here? I didn't even know she... Oh, I'm sorry. I just get distracted by the dumbest things sometimes. But, you know, that's the thing. The story is set up now from this point on that they're gonna, you know, something's gonna happen to Sparky because all these monsters, blah, 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 blah. Point is, the dad has a discussion with his son, like, you know, this is unnatural, you can't bring things back from the dead, you shouldn't do that. And then they set, because he saved somebody at the end, that he should be alive. No, he's dead. The natural part of life is moving on. Are you saying that everyone should be brought back from the dead? Like, this is dangerous. This is clearly dangerous. Like, sorry, it's dumb. And also his line about, well, sometimes adults don't know what they're talking about. I agree with that so much, but this is just not the time for this. This is really dumb. They should have rehired the science teachers, what they should have done. Sometimes, you know. And that should have been like and then Victor should have moved on from Sparky and he should have died, you know, that. I know it's kind of dark, but it's just a better ending. And you can tell that Victor has a better connection with his dog in this story, just from the parents' discussions and stuff. So, by the way, the town is like most of the people in Stranger Things that aren't main characters. They're just morons who don't pay attention to anything that goes on around them. Is great. So, you know, it's a good movie. I recommend it. But I feel like this film could have been a little bit better had the ending been fixed. It kind of ruins the whole point of the film and what they were setting up. I feel like it could have been a lot better, but it just didn't turn out that way. But nevertheless, I don't think this film is horrible. I'm not talking about this film, though. I'm not talking about it. I'm not talking about it. Till December. I'm just kidding, I'll be talking about Star Wars and I won't have time to talk about anything else. So yeah, let me know your thoughts. Like, share, subscribe. Yeah, but I'm a big fan of the movie, but check it out. I'm gonna end the video here. I don't know, I'm talking like a I don't even know how to say it. I need to go blow my nose, so let's just